you doing? It shows you that it's not ready, so you can see me. I'm sorry for you. There it is, 20 seconds. How you doing? Okay. Let me also put my sound down. Shows you that it's not ready. Okay, hi guys. I don't have anybody in with me now, but I am supposed to be expecting friends. I'm getting ahead of the curve here, and what I'm doing is trying to fill a gap in in a time slot for help. For the most part, I am a very new trader, and I'm somebody who's looking at charts, but just very basically overall learning things. And I kind of want to express my learning in public because that's the time that we're in now. So, I would love everybody to join me and to talk and to express themselves in whatever way they want. If you're being a douche, I'll kick you out because we just don't need to waste time here. That's all it is. So I hope that we can learn together, or I'm just going to be here by myself doing things and people will see. I don't know what's going to happen. This is just what's happening right now. So I'm going to hit the like button because that's how I do. Talk about it. And I'm going to go and start looking into what we're going to do. I'm going to share the screen here and go over a list of things. Okay. So I got this list right here. I'm going to save this list right here. And list here. Here's what I'm going to share. So this is my boy right here, my dog. What's so? Oh, you're in the outside world, okay.
Yeah, I'm walking that dog.
Oh, this man has a dog.
Yeah, my boss's dog.
How's
Dude,
he saying?
I
The
got, I
dog.
gotta, I gotta start working out, bro. I'm doing real bad.
Sure, you'll be
No,
okay.
no, I mean, I'm just like I feel like I already feel like I'm getting to where I was before, and I can't allow that.
All you gotta do is let it go, and it'll come right back up.
The what?
All you gotta do is let it go, and it'll come right back up.
Which part?
I'm saying you gotta constantly stay on top of it, like as
Oh,
a daily routine, because all you do is let
no,
it
I
go.
was doing good, man. I was doing real good.
What
I'm
do you
slacking.
What do you see right now?
What do you mean? I see a screen. I see God damn it, you fucking dog. I see the graph. Dude, stop
Okay.
walking that way.
Well, when you're done walking your dog, I would love to sit down and talk to you. Now he's there cleaning up shit. Okay, whatever. Anyway, so this is the first one that I'm looking at. Finvolution Group. I happen to have a little thing that I like to look at that lets me know just some basic information, and that it's the information that I use to see one day I share it with the world. But I mean, it's very stupid, basic thing. Uh, that was my good friend. I'll ask him if he wants to express. He didn't know that he was being recorded, so there he is. Patri. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can see what I'm showing you here, but what I'm trying to show you is this right here. I have to turn it. I'm also learning how to use the zoom and all that kind of shit. So this is a little chart that I have here that helps me see where it's at, and it shows it right here. It's at this price, so it's much cheaper than it normally is. Has a huge gap up. This is only for 2019 though, and then what I like to do is look at what happened before Trump. So it's just the way the world works right now. The last 3 months are really the most important 3 months for what we're doing, but there's still a bunch of information that we can get from the past. And here it is. The average high is 482. It's trading at a higher volume than normal. I'm not too sure if this number is correct. I think it is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so it's trading at a higher volume than normal. A lot more people are involved in it, which means that active, and it also has a volume of what's that? That's 170. That's a million. Okay. I'm real dumb. I want everybody to know that. I'm super dumb. So let's go back to the chart right here. And look at So what I'm looking at here finally, and I'm sorry if you had to look at all this and not know what the fuck I'm telling you, this is the first time I'm doing it. I'm just figuring out how things are gonna work out. So what I'm seeing here is that it went up to 215, and that was in the beginning of the month. I just read an article that says that there happens to be a lot of activity or volume going on in the end and the beginning of the month. So I can kind of see that happening here, sort of. In the last month, they usually sell at the end of the month, even though this is at the end of like this is buying and selling. This is selling and buying. What the article was saying was that hedge funds sell at the end of the month and buy at the beginning of the month. So what is this here? We look at what's going on here. Involution, group, S-Pound, ads. What the fuck? That's a whole bunch of bullshit. I wish I knew what this meant. If somebody could ever help me understand that, I'd like to know. What we saw earlier was that it came from a high potential, but for years it was losing a lot of traction. So you can't imagine that it's always going to be great shit. But right now, the way things are, people are pretty much doing whatever it is that they want. They're buying things, like I am. I just finished looking at the average, and I'm like, oh, the average is much higher and it's trading much lower. That means that it has such a high gap up. And the truth is that maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's low because that's where it's been. So we kind of have to be sure about those things before we do them. I'm an idiot. Maybe I will do it, but even at 174, it's a little too expensive for me because I have a really low account. So I kind of don't try to go that far. I'm just looking at these and seeing what I can do, seeing how much information I can grab out of them. So this is what I normally do to try to get something that's just happened recently. This is the fall. So since the fall, oh, look at that high. Oh, okay. This is a Fibonacci retracement. And you put it on the lowest low that you want to consider and the highest high in your, it'll tell you the level. Usually they follow. You see, sometimes they follow. It's just a basic idea, and just based on the ones that I'm grabbing to. Minimize the amount of sound that comes in. Okay. You see this here? It's coming up, giving it a last hurrah. You know what I mean? It hasn't had any movement to show that it's gonna. It's the down. It's also been hitting right here where These levels are. You can't say that these things are always right, but they give you a good idea. MACD shows. This is the MACD on the daily. I don't know what any of these things are, but if you notice, I don't know what they're called, but once they have a crossover right here, and this is a crossover, this is a crossover, this is another crossover, but it doesn't, when they crosses over on top of the line, it means that it's going to pretty much follow the trend. See, it crosses over underneath, so it kind of stays down anyway. Maybe it goes up a little bit and it goes back down. But when it crosses over the line, it shows it's going to fall or it's going to reverse whatever direction it's at. So we needed to come up here. This one crossed over the line and it's still, oh, it came up here. And yeah, it crossed. Same thing. This will probably go up a little bit and then fall right back down for a little while. So since I don't have the money to afford these things and I can't short sell it, right? So I'm going to go on, I'm going to look at what it'll be, and I'll leave this open for you while I check for a second how much it would cost to an option on this, right? And if it's even possible. So when I see that they're cheap, the options are going to be cheap. If you don't know what options are, I can't help you with that right now. Maybe I will another time. So the options are pretty fucking cheap. So, oh shit, the call options are cheap, but the put options are super expensive. That tells you right there for a fact everybody's aware that it's gonna fall. I just found the $5 put option for fucking $1. That's bullshit. Nobody has this. A $5 put option, and nobody has. I guess I'll show you guys. What else can I do? $5 put option. This is why you have to know what to do with options, right? Because if you notice, it shows here that it has absolutely no volume. Nobody's buying this. There's one person who bought this apparently, even though it says that nobody has it open interest. Nobody has it. Apparently, somebody, maybe the market maker, Robinhood, I don't know, they're pricing it at 980. So that makes sense because it is in the money. The share price is 172 and the put option is for 5. It's in the money for $4. So that, yeah, that's pretty much where it should be. But that's where people are, that's where they're trying to sell it. Nobody's bought it. So maybe I can be a badass. And I try to put in 1%. So I have less than a G or a G. So my 1% is $10. I put in $10. I buy 2 of them, try to make the 100% profit on the first, and then try to make a, you know, whatever profit comes next on the next one. They're telling you, yeah, look, it's not gonna happen. You know, yeah, I don't care. Nobody's gonna buy this. I'm gonna buy it. Maybe they sell it to me, and it would be completely up to Robinhood to sell it to me because nobody's bought it or sold it. So that's not bad. Okay, that's that one. That's for that one. Let's look at the rest of the list. YCBD. YCBD is gonna. YCBD. What the fuck is YCBD? Obviously, with that name, you can pretty much tell it's going to be a weed stock. Or maybe I'm not. Maybe it's CBDMD. That's definitely a weed stock. Okay. When we want to have fun, we try to find out what everybody is saying. Look at the PE ratio, not bad, 15. All right, that's what I got this from a guy on YouTube that I want to make sure that you guys get your information from as well, because this guy is pretty awesome. So he did me a favor of giving me this information and I'm using it. So I'm gonna give him a shout out right now. Sorry for whoever's watching this and it is unbelievably boring. I promise you it'll get better. And with enough push, you can join me if you find this by accident and you see that I'm going to do something. Subscribe to me. I'll let you guys know when I'm going to do another one, and let's talk. Let's talk like this, nice and slow, chilling. We could talk for an hour or two to see what's going on. Keep looking at that chart for a second while I look at this right here. And I'm going to say this guy's name was Jerry Romine, Entrepreneur Abroad. Okay. So look up Jerry Romine, which is Romine, entrepreneur. Pretty cool shit. I'm also going to, okay, so now let's look at the chart and see what's going on. Before, I mean, I could just look at this and see where the average was pretty much. It's trading much lower than normal, but look at what's happening here. This is happening because it's losing value. It had nothing to do with the coronavirus or anything like that. These things were losing value. This is a CBD. So yeah, what's been happening with CBD? Obviously, CBD is like as volatile as Bitcoin. You know what I mean? It's pretty much all over the place and at a lower level too. You can see how all of this plays out. Too much volume this shit, man. Doesn't have a lot of volume. It had a lot of volume recently. A lot of people are liking it. Some people just taking their profits over here. This has been this whole month. This is what's happened this whole month. Still cheap. 164, still too expensive for me, but that's cheap on options. So let's look at the daily. And in the daily, we still see these things up, down, right there. The next one could be super down or a little up. Do a little bit of this right here. It's been tapping its high up here. It wants to come out. But look what happened here last time when it tapped it. No big deal. Following the same pattern as before. Every time it comes out twice. Comes out twice. Look at this one. This is okay. So let's move it on to the options and see what's going on. Maybe I'm wrong in the way that I do this. I'm still like a big ass noob, and a lot of the options that I buy don't work out too well. A lot of them do work out fine. So what was this? What was the name of this? YCBD. YCBD, of course, it has options because we're lucky, and it's probably been around for a while. The closer you are to the expiration date, the cheaper they are, but it also means that they have a higher chance of not being in the money. So you always want to go a little bit far out. That's just like, you can try to play the short ones, but you better be really short and have enough money to play it. I don't have enough money. Enough money in the sense of the risk, like if I buy this option right now at $18, the next one that people are buying it for is $20. I sell it. Where's the high? The high has been $20 for quite some time. It has supposedly good delta. That means it has an opportunity to actually get to the strike price at that time, 2.5. By July, $18. No, I don't pay that. Only because I don't even know what's going to happen with this, so I'm kind of just like. So my strategy has been, I'm gonna give it a call. I'm gonna say that it's gonna go up with it from from here to October. Okay. It has a high delta of 56. My strategy is, as I've told you guys, keep it 1%. So what I do is I'm bringing it down. Oh, Patrick coming in. Pati. Oh wow, you're showing me the naked you. Not bad.
I can't see my name.
Oh,
You see me.
I can see you. I want you to know right now that I am streaming this to YouTube live. So all of this just yeah. So all of that just
I
happened.
almost whipped out my wiener, guy.
I hate that you're not in front of a computer right now, so that you can talk to me. The way I talk to you all day, but I know you wake up early as fuck.
I could switch over to my web web. Stop, coño.
That's your dog?
It's not my dog. It's my boss's dog.
Okay, that nigga a good poke.
It's a nice dog. She's just wants a lot of attention, and she won't stop nibbling at me. Wait, so do me. What is that? What is that?
Oh, right now I'm looking. Okay, so since I'm streaming on YouTube, I'm just kind of like going over the information that I'm seeing, and I had found this list of penny stocks. So I am looking through each one of them in a very small way and trying to play an option on them because even though they're penny stocks, they're still at $1 or something. So I really can't go crazy on them. So this is what I'm doing. This is YCBD. Right now, I'm looking at an expiration date for October 16th, and it's valued at 48.
Yeah.
It's valued at 48, but I'm gonna try to get it for $5.
Why CBD? So it's a CBD company?
Yes.
So what's your call?
This call is gonna be a 2.5 call, and it's at 164. And we can come over here and.
So you're calling what? I'm confused, bro. What the fuck does that mean? Hold on.
Okay, this is the chart, and this is where it's at, right? Look at this. This is definitely what a downtrend. It's the definition of a downtrend. But to be completely sure, I'm gonna draw you a little line over here somewhere. Oh, look, it just broke. Let me be sure of that. If I put it here, it doesn't break, but if I put it here, it just broke the last resistance. I don't know what that means. That could mean that it's gonna go up soon. I don't know how much time is it. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's next week. It could fall, or it could go up. And so, what kind of play can I do to it? You know what I mean? What is it that would be good for me to do? If I buy right now, it probably would be okay, but I can't expect too much more. Look at this one up here, 208 or 164. Damn, that's not bad. That's almost 50 cents. I don't know if you consider that to be if you had the money, what is it, 160? You have 160, and you're expecting it, and you buy 100 shares, you're expecting it to go up 50 cents. What is that? That's $50 more. So
Starting when?
You pay 160 and you expect it to go up to $2, right? So it's like 40 something.
From where? $2 from where?
From 160.
Oh, so you bought it at 160 and you're going to $2?
Yeah.
So 10% of 140, 10% of 160 is $16. So 160 divided by, 160 divided by $2 is, or minus $2 is 40, right?
Right.
So how many times is it going to 40? That's two times and a little bit, let's say. So you're talking about, about 20%, a little over 20%, right?
20%.
Am I right in that?
I don't like that. I don't like that for a penny stock play.
That's like 24% increase from there, roughly.
So I'm not a fan of that for penny stock.
So if it's again, I like to play it that way to give me an idea, like you said, of what your return is going to be. So if it's $1.60, right?
Yeah.
Round it out. So 16 cents would be 16 cents would be 10%, right?
And I'm
16
expecting
cents.
40.
Yeah, 16 cents. And out of 40 cents, which
Yeah,
is the
like
difference.
exactly what you said, 25%.
Okay, I'm just trying to make sure my math is right.
That was really good math. You're definitely gonna be the math guy.
That's the only way to. That's how you figure out how to tip.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
10%, 20%. You get it.
I do get it. I'm not
Half
even
of
learning, but I
10% is
get it.
5%. Math.
Well, so I put this in. This is the way that I play it. I put it in knowing that it's worth 48 cents right now. It is not in the money, so it has no intrinsic value. It only has extrinsic time value. That's the only reason it costs this much money. So even though it costs this much money and the last high was $60, and
What?
people, do you see what's happening here? Can you see it?
Yeah, I zoomed in a little bit.
This is how much people are willing to buy it for. These are the next in line. No, people want to buy two contracts at 45, and this is what they're trying to sell. One contract at 50. This is what they consider to be the mark, I guess. So that's what makes this number up right here, 48 or 75. This is the previous close. This is how much it was worth. Yes.
So what you're paying for is hold on a second.
Tell me.
You're paying for 45. Wait, two bids of 45 cents.
No.
Low of 50. What the fuck does
A
that
bid,
mean?
the bid, this is in every single market, doesn't matter. The bid is how much people are buying it for. So right now, two people or two contracts for 45 cents, $45.
Okay.
What's your next question?
That's it. What are you doing right now? You're buying what program is this first off?
This is Robinhood on the computer.
Oh. And you're doing a call, a put, you're buying a call.
I'm
So
buying
you're calling
a call
what?
For October
That
16th.
it's gonna hit 250.
Exactly. It's at 160.
For how much?
It's valued right now, today and tomorrow morning at $48. And
48 or 48 cents?
It's 48 cents times 100 shares. I mean times 100, so it's $48.
So you're buying 100 shares for 48 bucks?
Yeah.
So you're paying 48 bucks right now. You're calling the 100. You're calling
If
the
I
250.
buy it, this is a price that's coming out here, right? So I come over here and I click it. And when I press one contract, what's going to come out is a mark. The mark is or the ask. The ask is 50, right? This is the 45 and 50. So it's going to go towards the 50, the one that people are selling it for. Somebody's actually selling it for 50. And if I wanted it, I could buy it at 50 right now. So if I don't want it at 50, which is the point, I want it at $5. I put it at 5 cents. And it doesn't mean that tomorrow somebody's gonna buy it or sell it, or I mean nobody's gonna buy it or nobody's gonna sell it to me at that price tomorrow, but then it'll cancel. You know, tomorrow it tells me, oh, I canceled. I come over here to my messages and it tells me your order didn't go through or whatever the fuck, like this one. This one didn't go through. We received your contract, but it didn't go through. And I go, oh, I want to go.
Wow, how would that go through so low?
Watch. So this is for 50 cents at 115.21, right? 50
That's
cents.
not 50 cents. It's 5 cents a share.
No, well, right here it's 5 cents per share, and the strike price is 50 cents. What I don't remember, there it is. It was a put. Okay, so this is still queued because I changed it. Whatever. I don't know if it's queued, but whatever. So it didn't go in today, right? Let's say it didn't go in today. It's valued. Let's go see how much it's valued at.
I'm listening to you. I just want to cancel something real quick. Oh, no, I already canceled it.
Cancel whatever you want. It's just taking forever. The online platform for Robinhood is horrendous because it takes forever. I don't know what's happening here, but I'm gonna stop this.
Yeah,
Vamos.
dude, I really like that. I really do. Today, honestly, my most favored um stock so far is FMCI, the one that's a veggie burger, veggie product equivalent to Beyond Burger.
It's one of the competitions to Beyond.
Well, it's like
FMC.
it's gonna be equal to that. So they're gonna sell a bunch of products like that. They're gonna
This is
sell
the
them at
merger.
Costco. Yeah, that merger, Forum merger too. Dude, they fucking. I bought a couple more today. I bought 12 at $15, which at 12 at $15 and 7 at 15.20. That averaged me down to $16. I was originally at $18, and that basically gave me an 8% return so far. And this is supposed to be a $90 it's supposed to be a $90. They called it not these people that are calling the stocks, but actual. I'm gonna look up who it was that said that it would be a future valuation of $90 in less than a year.
$90.
Yes, for this Beyond Burger is like almost 200.
Well, it's not gonna fall anytime soon.
Google Beyond. Well, I'm not saying that it'll fall. I'm saying that this will go up. That's my
No,
point.
I know. I'm just looking at it.
32 times 90.
Beyond is at
I mean,
145.
see, that's not a ton of money. I need to get more shares of that. Those are the types of stocks that I need to continue to buy low, and that's what I'm going to start doing. And I think I'm gonna go 25% of my money should be cash. 25% of my money is okay to be in penny stocks. 25% would be like on mergers, and 25% would be like in like known stocks. That way I'm spreading my risk a little bit, and little by little I'm adding it like you would, kind of any portfolio. Basically creating a portfolio. So I guess what I'm just getting at.
I looked at it
Stop. Oh fuck.
before. Like I think the last time I had looked at it was
The
in March
what?
at Beyond
Ooh.
Meat in March.
Where is it at right now?
It's at 147. If you look at the screen, I'll show you. I had it marked around here. That must have been the short. I'm gonna put it over here.
Damn,
This is around the time that I had it marked right before the fall, right before everything happened. I was just looking at it because everybody was talking about it. It was at 130 at that time, so everybody was talking great about it, and it started losing a little bit of value in March. I don't know what kind of news came, but maybe it was just like, right before all that bullshit was happening, so it just started falling, and now it went up much higher than it was before COVID, but actually, there's no but. It is on a trajectory all the way up to where it used to be, which was at 240. Beyond Meat. If that's the way it's gonna really go, that's insane.
Right. Imagine that. So even 90 is fucking great. I'll take 60 for this. I think at 90, I could come out at, I don't know, I could come out at like $2,000 over. I'm only in 564, and at 32 shares times 90, that's $2,800.
That's awesome.
That's estimated. So even if I'm under, it'll still generate 1,000. So I'm already okay with that stock. If I can pick something else that I'm estimating that's gonna, I guess that's my goal also. Is anything that I'm picking up, I want it to generate at a minimum $1,000, in addition to my money. That's my goal. And I think it's possible.
I wouldn't know. I can't
Biocept,
wait.
dude, how the fuck do I get rid of this Biocept crap?
What do you have there? What do you mean?
I'm down $100 in that one. I'm not selling it yet. I don't want to sell it, but
I mean, the overall direction for this thing is amazing. It even had a gap up over here, but it bounced right
Who?
back.
Biosub?
No, this foreign merger thing. I'm looking at the foreign merger.
Yeah, I had that big drop, and honestly, I bought it right before it went back up. I bought more of it right before it went back up. And this bio shit is still up. I mean, it's going up actually.
Can you share what you're looking at?
How the fuck do I do that?
I don't see if it allows you to do it on the phone.
You have to allow me to.
You can definitely do that. I'm giving everybody access.
Only hosts can share in this meeting.
What
You have
about
to
this?
grant me you have to grant me right, dude.
Boom.
All right. Screen, right? Screen.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Do I have to start recording? Is that what it does?
No. Maybe. I don't know. I've never done it on the phone. It's up to you.
I don't know. Can you see my screen now?
No. It says Patrick Puertas. I see you.
How about now?
Mm-mm.
Oh, it should just started recording. What the fuck? Hold on, let me do it again. All right, so here we go. I'm in here, share screen. It doesn't allow me to. Share box, website URL, bookmark. It doesn't let me do that, bro. If I had my charger, I would pull up my little laptop, but I don't know where the fuck that charger went.
It says to some flushing or something.
What was that?
It says some
Pull up.
flushing. Is there ever a time that you're on a laptop?
That what?
Is there ever a time that you're on a laptop?
For trading, no.
No.
I mean, I've tried it and actually I enjoy it. I mean, I think the buttons are more fun, excuse me, on my phone than they are on the computer.
It's true. It's true.
It's just more like, if anything, user friendly. Like I tried Red Bull on Red Bull. Listen to me, I keep calling it Red Bull. I tried Web Bull on my laptop. Whatever the fuck it's called.
You said Web Bull last time. I was like, what? How can you say Web Bull?
I tried Webull at on my computer, and I wasn't very impressed by their platform on the computer.
You know, I haven't even looked at it. They actually have a really good when you just press app at Webull. Oh, I have used it. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the way that it looked on it, but on the app it looks really good. But the
app is more comfortable.
Yeah. For the actual trading.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. If you get used to it, I'm sure it's worth it. But it just doesn't seem as user friendly, I guess.
It's the competition that they have. When you use any of the old apps, they're like super clunky and everything's cuadradito and all that. So the competition they have is, whatever. And then Robinhood came in and doesn't offer as much. Webull offers a lot of information. So it's trying to shove all that into a phone screen, and it does a pretty good job.
So that thing is growing, dude. That thing is moving up slowly, but it's moving.
What, you seeing what I'm showing you here?
Yeah.
This is you see this line right here? This is gonna be let's call this a projection, like a long-term projection, which is fucking great. But then this is the short-term projection. So if we want to,
so it's gonna go down before it goes up.
There you go. Well, I guess tomorrow will let us know.
I like for it to go down a little bit. I want to put some more money in it.
This is where you would expect it to go down up to 1460 something, around there. You should buy.
Why? Because that's the bottom. That's the bottom right there. That's the.
If this doesn't break tomorrow, it'll show us. And if you want tomorrow, I'll send you a picture of whatever it does after this line. But if it breaks out of here, by the way, this is showing that it is going to break. And you see this here, this is a crossover underneath the line. That means there's a crossover
What
over.
what are those lines right there?
This is the MACD.
Which stands for?
I don't know.
What does it represent?
What does the MACD stand for? Bro, hold on. Moving average cross. Are you still seeing? Can you see the screen?
So when they cross, that means it's gonna break. I don't get it.
Moving average convergence divergence. So
Which represents what? Fundamental indicator that shows relation. I was reading that.
excuse me. Go ahead.
Motherfucker. Relation between two moving averages of a security's price. The MACD is calculated by subtracting the 26-period exponent. What the fuck is that? Exponential moving average.
This is
What
the
is that,
exponential
bro?
moving average. Look. So this, I'll show you in different ways, but the way that you read the MACD is, I think that this is the volume that's included. So you'll see that it follows a pattern. It has an up, and then when it thinks it's going to go down, it has a lighter pattern and it goes down. The same way with this goes down with red, and then when it goes back up, it has a lighter pattern. So that's the volume between that, and it kind of determines where it is in the I guess you could say the histogram. Right now, you'll see that Forum merger has a lot more shit happening, a lot more volume overall than it ever has. So right now is a good time for it.
Well, yeah, these are shell companies that are created for mergers. By the way, it's basically to like start fresh.
So it definitely has the potential to go where.
That's why I didn't have any move. That's why I didn't have any movement. Look how many years has that been open? Probably not even a year.
Well, it's like 17, somewhere June
17 years.
No, since the 17th. So we're on 20 now. It's been.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, so it's a brand new corporation created just basically for the purposes of the merger.
Well, so look at this line here.
And they go public to generate money and traction and hype.
And they buy up stuff like the Beyond Meat and thing you're saying.
Right, exactly. Well, they're not buying Beyond Meat; they're comparable to it. You get me?
Right. This corporation is buying up a competition to Beyond Meat.
Right.
Okay.
And they're going public because just like there's another one for actually a very good one. I forget what it's called. It's supposed to be the merger for BurgerFi. And it didn't happen when it was supposed to, but it's still in play. And that's going to be a big money maker too.
BurgerFi with what?
Now. It's basically a merger with this merging company. It's a merging company. And just like this one, Forum, whatever, they make them public and they merge, corporation with financial backing. They basically reassess the financial back end of a company. I believe that's why they do the mergers. It's basically to establish what the fuck is going to go happen next with the company. They realign it. They get the money in line. How can we go public? What'll keep money generating and consistent? And once they merge, they fly.
Who are you talking to?
Talking to Patrick.
Hey. Sorry.
Thank you, brother.
Well, I'm not worried about that one. I want you to look at BioC. I want you to tell me what the hell's going on with it. So that's the negative direction. That's where it could possibly go, correct?
This is the negative.
What program are you using? Webull?
TradingView.com. And they have an app too on the phone. Very good.
TradingView.com. So basically you realign it and say, okay, this can go here, this can go here. I need to understand how to read that and how to get it to where
I will show you everything I know.
Basically the points of possibility. So to pre-plan. So like let's say BioC is the one that I want you to look at. I'll give you a couple to look at actually. BioC, I want you to see it because I'm $100 down but in either case, like dude, just a little bump up will get me even anyways. But I want to know if I should hold long or should I if I should just trade for a loss or and put it somewhere else where I can make some gains.
Bueno. Empezando, it's on the Nasdaq.
I don't like it.
It's not bad on the Nasdaq. It's pretty nice.
I just sold the other. I sold Lit for a $40 profit, and I sold.
Right.
I set it for even. This other one that I had, thank God it sold. It sold after hours. I set a limit, and whatever. Just trying to get that shit over with.
Oh, nice. Not bad at all.
What?
What?
The volume?
Price to revenue doesn't have the price to earning. Doesn't have a PE, no dividend. The highest it's been in a year is 116, and it's what? 69. Not bad, I guess. The same 40-cent bullshit. It's at 69 cents. That's one of those nice penny stocks. No me dijiste esto antes.
Yeah, well, I got into it a long time ago. I was gonna get out of it, and then now I'm fucking jammed in the middle of it. So I want to get the fuck out of it. I'm tired of these penny stocks.
I kind of really like it. It fits my pricing plan perfectly. It
I mean,
comes.
go ahead.
Look at bullshit from the entire time that it has existed. You are very correct, and I like it.
I'm listening. That hissing wasn't to you.
What are you hissing, man? That's not a snake.
What?
It's not a snake. Why are you hissing it? Okay,
Beautiful.
there's no clear line here. There's nothing you can do there. This is the chart from the beginning, and we're starting here March 14th, March of 2014. This doesn't tell me anything except that it is clearly crap, right? Because since the beginning, it just went down. It had a couple people who bought it and were like, no, it's not worth that money. Look at where it started too. Look at this price. $901 share price.
Yeah, but there's got to be a reason why the price was so high initially, because and not just this stock, I've seen that a lot, where you go back years and the price was ridiculously high.
The reason that they like that is because when the IPO comes out, they come up with some bullshit, some like story about who they are and all this kind of thing, and they put themselves in a category that is new. So since the category is new, the value isn't there. There's absolutely no value. There's no way to determine the value. So they pretty much, like they come up with whatever they want, and then people agree to it and buy it at that price. So the person in the long run, when they came out with that price, the people bought it. You know what I mean? Like people bought it at that price. So I don't know why anybody would buy stock at $900 and something as the beginning. No, where did it start? Started right here. $854. Come on. I don't know why they would do that, but clearly they started selling like crazy and that shit went down. So it is a crap stock by historical value, but it doesn't have too much debt. So it's capable of holding itself. Look at 0.10 debt. It's capable of holding itself up. And that's still not, I think Warren Buffett is like a 0.05 or whatever.
Right. Let me see something.
What else you got? Because esto aquí va a ser un gasto de tiempo.
I've gotten rid of a bunch of shit. Actually, look at CBL. They're actually positive right now. I'm $7 up right now.
CBL or CBL?
Yeah. CBL. Cadbury Larry.
CBL and Associates Properties. Yeah, I got a call on this one, and I'm waiting for them to go up. They're in 29 cents, though.
They're at 30 cents right now.
What the mother of fuck? Is that the one that I have? I know I did not fucking make a call on 30 cents.
Well, I canceled my fucking goddamn it. Stop.
What's he doing to you that you don't want him to?
Dude, constantly on my face or running or like nonstop running around. It's a little baby dog.
Well, let him run around, but when he gets on your face, you
I did, and it doesn't stop, bro. It doesn't stop. It doesn't leave me alone. It's a great, beautiful dog. Beautiful dog. Dude, don't publish this. I'm here talking about the dog.
It doesn't matter. That shit's already going on. It's streaming live. It's not even published.
got any viewers?
No, did you like it?
What?
Somebody came in and liked it, so that's pretty cool.
Wait, no, but hear me out. See, okay, are you looking at CBL now?
Yeah, I'm looking at CBL. I'm trying to give you
Oh,
this
okay,
is the
let's go back in there.
oh
Because I want to make a, I kind of want to make a, I want to set a closeout so it can sell itself off at a certain target, like a limit. But it's been going down. Look at that thing.
yes, this is the overall. And it's been going down for a long time. There's no what's happening though is this right here.
Well, CBL is that real estate play I told you about. But when did it actually crash? Because if I'm looking at it here, hold on a second, I'll tell you right now.
It started crashing a long time ago, October of 08. Oh, the housing market fell.
Right.
So this is the housing market here. This is the 08 bubble or whatever.
Well, this is supposed to go with, I don't know. I don't even know what they own, to be honest with you, but.
Yep. In May of 07, it just went and crashed all the way down.
May of 07, huh? So you were looking at it. Oh, I see what you're doing there. 2010, 2006, and then it crashed. Okay. But yeah, but we're talking about, okay, it was in, and then 2014.
2014? In 2014?
That was 9/11.
What are you talking about?
Oh no, dude, I'm fucking crazy. Don't listen to me.
Yeah, I don't know.
That was, what year was 9/11?
What do you mean, what year was 9/11? 01.
Oh, one, that's right. That's right.
I thought it was in the title.
Wow.
Or something like that.
I'm glad it's live and not saved. That was embarrassing.
You are not a true American.
Right, for real, it's fucked up. God damn it. Yeah, so this has been going down for some time, but
It had its okay, look, that's exactly what the bubble is. You see the housing bubble? In 03, it starts to just kind of like shoot up little by little.
Yeah, but look up the last 3 months, okay? Which was from starting in February when it actually dropped in like early January, and then it was kind of like on February 4th it really hit. Like it's where it started falling. Almost like it had no chance.
February 4th, yeah, the 6th.
And then forward, but then if you hit, so then you got February, March, April, May, you know, we're going through all that Corona shit. And then May 9th, May 22nd, let's say, it starts coming up little by little. So since May 22nd, this has been coming up because even their bottoms are higher.
It is stepping slowly up.
I mean, very slowly, but it is.
No, and right now it's kind of stagnating. The step might
be shit, and it peaked 39.
Yeah.
Oh shit, hold on, let me see what that means. What's 39 times 0.39 times 3366?
0.39 times 33.66, 13.12.
Nice, 1,300 bucks. All right, that's all I need.
That's really great.
Oh no, actually that's garbage because if I do 13, what was it again?
1312.
3366 times
39.
Yeah, 0.39. 0.39. Oh shit. Yeah, that's 1211. That means I only make 200 bucks, bro. No, we need to go higher than that. Do you think it'll make it to?
No, I don't think it's gonna go up too much more. I'm gonna give it the benefit. No, I'm gonna come
59 cents. That's all I'm asking for. 59 cents.
Look at my chart over here, and you tell me what you think when you see it.
I'll be
just
over
trying
in
to
a second.
understand gravity.
3366. So let's say I did 1,500. divided by 33.66. That gives me 0.44. Is 40.44 attainable? It just hit 39 cents, dude. I think it could do it.
It went all the way up to 47 cents.
So that's all I wanted.
Yeah, but if you notice the volume and the way that it moves, it went up there like the second it went up there, it just sold all the way and just came straight down. Let me see the volume exactly, and I'm pretty sure.
Well, yeah. Well, all right, fine. Shit. I don't want it to be a waste. Like the other one, I just let it go because I was tired. I was just really tired of volatility.
You bought the stock though, so you can hold it for as long as you want, for one. And two, right, because there is something that's telling me that on the longer term, there's an opportunity for it to grow. In fact, if you have it at such a cheap level, then it's going to be really great if it gets up to dollars instead of or $2 instead of because the line that you want is going to be $1.92. That's like the that's like
Oh, let me see. Let me see what your video looks like. I wasn't watching yet. All right, go ahead.
Okay. And on the long term, on the overall scale here, right? You see this? This is a year, and this is that line that came up in 07 since the last fucking thing. Okay? Let me get rid of this. You come down here, you look at the 3 months, and it broke through. It's the blue line over here, which I can make chunky.
I just want to free up some cash, bro. Fuck.
This broke through. And when it broke through, notice, look, it broke through and it sold. And then when it broke through again, everybody was like, oh shit, this is going to be great. And then it reached the next high.
What was that peak right there?
This peak?
The one in the middle there that crosses the yellow line.
The one that crosses the yellow line is over here, and it was June 23rd.
Wow, I just missed. Yeah, we just missed that. How high is that?
That was 47. You weren't going to get that, though. You were not going to get that.
Oh, if I set a limit.
You put the limit on, most probably nobody would have bought it. Look at this. Look at this is a sale. This is a short sale. There's the volume that went. They let it go up there, and then a huge volume sold. You wouldn't have bought it. I'm pretty sure nobody would have bought it. Maybe around here they would have bought it, which is like 38, 40. Maybe even over here they would have bought it, 41, 42.
Let's see something. Because another thing that one of my little tactics that I do is I try to see how many. So I go on fucking Twitter and I put on the tag, right? It's actually, just, besides Google, besides looking up on forums, I look up, all I do is I look up on Twitter and I look up, basically the latest thing about people reading or talking about this stock. So a lot of people are actually holding it. And then, they're even talking about don't panic sell, blah, blah, blah. Let's see, so there's a flag. Okay, this one person says flag pulling and big orders on ask after hours. Bears rushing to cover or investors realizing malls are opening. So this might be when malls open, there might be a spike on this thing. Yeah, massive after hours close, starting another climb. I mean, this could be anything, bro. This could be just people talking shit, obviously, but I'm just saying. Like, so now I see that there's a,
Stan the Man wrote Showtime on June 22nd, which was the day of the rise.
Yeah, that guy. Let me give you a couple people. Alex Cutler, you should follow him, and Yates. And Alex Cutler, out of all three of them, doesn't do a lot of penny stocks. He does a lot of mergers, and he holds like big accounts. He's a really good guy to watch, and has some good insight. He called Nikola. He was holding Nikola since a baby, and rode that bitch. He's still holding Nikola. Nikola's at $60 right now, by the way.
Yeah, I know Nikola's up there.
Yates Investing is another one that these guys are all penny runners. But still, they do make really good calls. You just have to be smart about getting out and jump in and jumping out. And I don't have the patience, and I need to learn how to use these fucking limit orders, bro. Because I'll buy a stock and I'll set a limit and let that bitch ride. And I think it's at that point it's worth it for me.
So una mentira.
What?
All this here. Are you P. Doors?
Yeah, it's me. What did I write?
It just showed me here who to follow, and it says P. Doors, and I see clearly Patrick and some pool. So I'm gonna follow him.
Yeah, I don't look. I have a couple followers. I don't even put shit up. I may have posted like one thing.
Whatever. Bueno, pues nada. Okay, vamos a terminar esto today, and then tomorrow let's keep going.
I need a favor.
What do you need? Anything for you.
Oh, show me that shit again, dude. I don't think I'm doing this right, bro.
What do you need to see?
The whole limit shit, the one that you already showed me, but it's just not working for me.
I like the idea. It's cheap for me. I don't know what I bought the call for. I don't know what I'm waiting for. I'll check it later. But I like this at 29 cents. This is fucking great for me.
What?
The CBL and Associates. This is how I like to buy things.
Yeah, what would you sell that at?
What do you mean? I would hold it until a long ass time because let me see right now.
Yeah, but I don't have time for fucking holding like that. I mean, I'm gonna hold it, but I don't want to hold it.
The truth is that oh no, yeah, it was in the 20s. Yeah. The last time in the beginning of the year, that shit was at $1. Never mind. I mean, the most it'll probably go back up to is at $1 or something.
No, it might go back up to that little spike right there, which is actually which was back in it was 625, bro, right?
Yeah. What do you have? Yeah, it was 623. What do you
that went to 32 cents? Is that what that is? Am I reading that right?
What are you seeing? Where are you
Damn, that was crap. Yeah, same thing you are. Like what that spike was. I mean, I'm not looking for 30.
Almost
I love it. Where's that?
Yeah,
oh, that's all the way in the back. That's actually 624.
623. I went up to almost 50 cents.
No.
And let me tell you something. Like I told you, it broke out, so it has the capability of growing higher. It also broke out of this support line or resistance line here. So it still has that capability. It's on the way up. Let me be completely clear about that.
I'll just break even if I do 39 or what was it? On 33.66 times 40 is 13.64. It's terrible. It's just like this, like fucking. Maybe I should cut my increase to $500. How about that?
You mean going? Or what you're intending is to get it at $1,000.
So 44 cents would be a good sell. I'm okay with that.
44 would be an awesome.
Like, I'm not trying to be greedy here. I just want to fucking sell it. So if I'm doing it now and I do good to close and I do extended hours, that's okay, right?
Yes, extended hours. And what are you doing it on Webull?
Yeah.
It'll tell you, do you want to do it like throughout the end of the year? Yeah, I want to do it throughout the end of the year. So you don't even have to think about it today.
It doesn't give me that option.
I think it'll give it to you for a certain amount of time. I don't know. I haven't done it on Webull.
Oh, you cannot place orders at this moment. Available trading hours are 4 a.m. to 20. I mean, I can't complain about that either, right?
Yeah. You just wait it out.
I just do it tomorrow. For 44 cents is what I want to do on that one. I just need to get the stop limit because every time I do a stop limit, like let's say I do a stop order, like I want to buy with a stop. It always tells me that the limit order is too low or whatever. I don't know. You know what I mean by that. I don't know. I
You're
don't
flipping
fucking
it.
know.
You're flipping it around.
So let's say I'm buying XSPA right now. And I'm just using that as an example. $4.61 is the limit price. I want to buy it at 460. So what do? I change it to 460. Fine. All right, we're good. I put my quantity. When I put extended hours, but that's not the point. The point is I wanted to take profits, right? So I'm buying it at 460. I wanted to take profits when? At $5?
For espresso?
I'm just using it as an example.
Where'd you buy it though? Oh, okay.
I bought it at 460 and where it says take profit order, I selected that. I could put it at 5.
Yes.
So let's say I wanted to take profit at 5, and then what do I do with the stop loss order? And what does
The
exactly does
stop
that
is where
mean?
you want it to sell out. So it goes down, it starts going down 2 or 3 cents, and you don't want it to go more than 5 cents. You put it 5 cents lower, and it'll sell your shares.
So it's got to be lower. It has to be lower than my buy price.
Of course.
Why?
Because your stop, one is to take profit, and the other one is to cut your losses. You get that?
So it only takes profits. It doesn't sell the whole thing.
One will take the profits, which is, and I think that it depends on how many you put at that moment. So the lot that you buy when you do that, if you put how many you want to sell, it's an order. You're programming.
It doesn't give me. It doesn't tell me how much I want to sell. It just
Yeah.
says.
It should say quantity.
Well, no. Okay, so I'm buying. So it does give me a quantity, but how many to buy? So let's say I put 122 shares, 130 shares. All right.
Right.
I put 130 shares. Good to close. And then it says take profit order. Yeah, it doesn't give me the quantity and the stop loss order.
All right. You're
It
doing it
just
on the
gives me a
phone.
number. Yeah. I'll show you. That's what,
I
remember, I
see the
screenshotted
quantity
this and
right
I called.
here.
Huh?
I see the quantity right here.
Right. Under the buy on the top. Not on the
Exactly.
bottom.
On the buy. So it is based on that lot because you're programming it ahead of time.
So I'm telling it that I wanted to sell the profits. I wanted to, so every time it hits 5, it gives me profits, or how does that work? I don't understand.
Okay, think of this this interface of as a person, and you're telling that person on paper. You're going up to that person and you say, this which one are you looking at? Expa? This is at let me just okay. You're looking at this thing that says create order, right? And you have it on limit. Okay. It says side, buy and sell. You want to buy it. The limit price, I want to buy I would rather buy it. It's at 461 right now. I would rather buy it at 455, right?
All right, let's do that. I'm going to just follow your direction so I can just do your lead. All right, 455. That's what I'm going to do it. So I'm going to put limit 455. I put my quantity at 130 quantity. Good to close. Okay.
Time in force. I think GTC means like the whole day.
Good to close.
Good to close. There you go.
Until you close it. And day is just a day.
And extended hours. I'm down for extended hours. Estimated amount 591. Buying power, whatever, and max shares. Now
wait, estimated amount. Where do you have estimated amount?
It says estimated amount.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, 591.50. Got it.
Okay, so then it says max shares. Oh no, whatever. And then the take profit stop loss, right? Click on that. And the limit price is 459 for the thing. I'm gonna put it at 480 just to give a random number.
Why 480? Oh yeah, 480 from 450. So 480. Got it. Okay, 480.
It gives you your estimated profit right there. That's how much you can make. You get that?
Okay.
And then right under that, it gives you the stop price. And if it's at 455, I want to stop it at 450 because I don't want it to go lower than 5 cents. So I leave it at 450. Time in force, same
So I
thing.
can't leave the same at 455.
No, because you're buying it at 455. So
Okay, so you can never use the same one. It's got to be lower. So you're gonna lose money. What if it? Okay, so if it drops down to 450, it'll just sell.
yeah,
Without me
if you
making
want
a
to not
profit.
lose anything, if you want to, I mean, it's not that you don't lose anything, you automatically lose because the truth is that when you buy something, the second that you buy it, the price changes, and it changes depending on the amount of orders that went in either way. So you could buy this at the price that we have at 455, but the ask is at 4, depending on how tight the spreads are, the ask is at 457. So you bought it at 455, but the only other time you're going to be able to sell it is at 457. So you might gain, I think it's that you might gain a profit there, but if it's the other way around, you automatically, I forgot what the spread thing was. I don't know where I was going with that.
No, I see what you're saying. No, I follow you. It's
It
just
just
gotta be
moves.
lower, in other words.
Exactly, automatically, it's just gonna be lower. So when you buy, so this, that's another thing, that you buy it at that price when the ask gets to that price, but then the bid, the person who's buying it next, is already much lower than you, so you will automatically lose money if you sell it instantly. That's the way that it works. That's the point. As instant as you buy it, you automatically lose money, and then if the price happens to raise in value, then you gain that money, and it happens in instants. You know what I mean?
True.
So you
Okay.
get that?
Yeah. No, I follow you now.
That's it. That's all it was. Yeah, because I could see here with you, and I was able to go through it. And look, there's even, you can do a whole bunch of little sub chart. There's a whole bunch of little things that you could do here in Webull. You can set alerts. That's one of my favorite things about Webull, that you can set alerts.
I like that.
Because this trading view platform lets you set, depending on how much you pay. And if you don't pay, it only lets you set one alert. Back then, there used to be a whole bunch of platforms that would do stuff for you for free, but since it became much more popular, it's harder to find the ones that'll let you do a lot for free.
I gotta buy some of this shit and actually just sell a bunch of profit.
I hope that this has helped somebody. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it on. It's been the longest fucking stream ever, but let's do it again tomorrow if you don't mind. I'm gonna do it again regardless and look at a couple other things and see how it goes, because tomorrow's Friday, so you know how it is.
Yeah. What do you been thinking about this IDEX program? That shit went down on me.
I was looking at IDEX earlier, and there's an opportunity to buy now in a little bit.
Yeah, for real. I don't know if to average down. I'm trying to figure out, because anytime I see myself low, like 10% for me down is $141 down.
You went in like a maniac.
What do you mean?
You went in a lot. You bought a lot. $140.
Well,
to me, that's a huge loss.
Yeah, it's 141 now, but this is a company that I know for. I mean, we don't know for a fact, but I know that. I'm sorry, I am guessing that it is going to be pretty profitable, and as a matter of fact, everything that they put out there about this one guy put out there that this was all fake is just some guy that made up news, and it was done by like scalpers, like people that are like shorters, which is pretty crazy to me.
It's insane how many people are out there to actually.
Well, what's amazing that there is now two sides. There's shorting side and there's the investment side. It doesn't make any sense to me. Like, that's what's created. And actually, the reason why I bought today is because I bought my average down. Now my average is down to 252 versus 325.
That's great.
Yeah, I have a great average now, and I might even buy that further down if this stays down.
Yeah, I might buy. It's at a point right now where it's probably gonna either go all the way up or go all the way down. Like the guy said, a double bottom, but I wouldn't consider that a double bottom.
Who said that?
I was looking at I look at a guy. He does really quick chart analysis. He just does basic.
You look at a guy.
Yeah, I look at him like specifically. It is exactly what I do. And he charts like a whole bunch of shit really quickly, and in an easy format that he follows consistently. So it's really easy to follow, and it's like 10 seconds or like a minute, 2 minutes.
I can't believe how bad I've averaged on this shit. I just gotta keep averaging down on this piece of shit. That's
Man,
all I'm
there's a
gonna
big
keep
chance
doing.
that it can go all the way down to $1 something. That would
Ooh,
be a great buy. This Ideanomics.
should I wait? I don't think it's gonna happen. I think tomorrow's gonna go up. Honestly, there's just too much of a following, bro. There's one guy that he says that he puts up, dude. That's why I watch this shit because it's like, dude, I watched this. I couldn't. It wasn't enough to type, but dude, there was fucking a war on Twitter the other day. There's this one guy who is a very well known like investor apparently that he's been on like Time Magazine or some shit for teaching people, and he charges people and teaches them how to trade. And you've seen videos of him trading online and shit like that. Well, apparently this guy was doubling as somebody else and trying to get at these young guys like us that are traders, but are that have a following on Twitter. And he was basically talking shit about IDEX, which is that this particular thing, and talking shit about um those other traders, these traders that have a following online. So it's almost like the underground versus like the suits.
That is
And
exactly what's sort of happening.
dude, and I'm not exaggerating. It was like this one guy did like a music video song making fun of the guy. There was another guy saying, "You mess with us, you mess with all of us, or you mess with Yates, you mess with all of us." Like I was like, "What the fuck is this shit?" And this guy
Patrick,
is literally going after. Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Gabby Bayo is asking if Eric Puertas is doing good.
Oh, she's good. He's good. He's good. He's behaving.
He's good. He's good. He's alive. He's doing
Yeah, that was the question.
okay. Thank you, bud.
He's here.
I have Gabby's here hanging out with Karen.
Nice.
Okay, you were telling me. So there's
Yeah, and then dude, they did a music video. I swear to God, it's fucking. That's why I told you gotta follow these guys. It's just like hilarious to me, and still pretty amazing how much of a following these kids have. They're not kids because I mean, dude, stand the trading man. Penny Stock Lizard King is the other one, and the other one is Yates Investing. Those are like the three main ones that I watch, and Alex Color, and I get my ideas from them. Obviously, I investigate those ideas, and I don't exactly take all of their ideas, but it's just like it's just bizarre. It's just bizarre to me that this is really like, dude, this is a new thing.
it is right now a new thing. Yeah, it's awesome.
And the fact that there's so many, and that's why you got to be careful, is that now like you'll see groups like if you go on Webull and you start like buying shit, just watch how in the notes section, the comments, people start commenting, and then some people will actually comment like, man, what the fuck, bro, why are you always shorting all the stocks? And like it's a thing to short the stock. So what these people do, they'll start announcing something in the comment section. When people start buying, they sell.
And that's how they play. Yeah, yeah. People have their quick ass strategies, but whether they move very quickly to go against whatever or to go with the wave.
Well,
Look at this. There's a lot of calls. Well, Ideanomics has a completely balanced out bag, like it seems like people are both bullish and bearish, perfectly bullish and bearish.
wait, what?
I'm trying to see if I can get a sentiment based on how people are buying options, stuff like that. And overall, it's the same thing. Maybe for this short term, there are more people that are bullish, believe it or not, for this very short term. Some people think it's going to go up to $4.
Dude, Kitov. Jim Cramer mentioned Kitov.
Yeah, man. I made my money today on that. I set a stop
What
loss
is
out, and
what
it
is
went.
Kitov?
Kitov is an Israeli medical corporation.
Dude, just all these medical things kind of freak me out, and they've put me in a bind.
I bought it at 50 cents, bro. and it was fucking phenomenal. And today, when I saw that it was gonna go, I felt that it was gonna go up like 20 cents, and I bought it at the it went up 24 cents, and I bought 100 right at $1, and it went up to $1.24, and I sold it right there, and I made $24 out of 100. So I was like, I made 24% straight up. And it went up to my stop loss. I was very happy, and then it shot all the way back down, but I sold all of it and I got out of it. I'm not saying that it's not going to go back up or anything. I'm seeing that there's a lot of movement on it. Especially now, it seems like it definitely has a chance to shoot up. So maybe tomorrow I'll buy just a little bit more. But I don't want to buy too much more because I closed 250, and what if I buy now, it'll be like 125. I'll lose my money. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know, bro. That's why I'm a little bit freaked out. And then look, there's another report that they're asking, like, basically, oh, this guy Hindenburg Research. I don't know what that is. What is Hindenburg Research?
Research company.
I guess it's a regulatory. I don't know, but they put out a note, and this is why it went down. It said we are short IDEX and believe it is heading near its March lows of 30 cents. If it somehow avoids a regulatory halt, that could see its shares go lower. IDEX has a history of changing business models and pumping, then dumping each new endeavor. Its move into EVs will be no different. Basically, they're basically trashing these stocks that these guys are in. All the stocks that I've been in have been shorted based on and the ones that I've gotten from these guys, which is crazy.
It's kind of true that it has a record of being pumped and then dumped.
But then look, Alex Cutler, the same guy. This guy, I mean, I think he's great. Hindenburg and Citron Research are both the worst resources for investing. Purely ran on hidden agenda, their own profit. Then, what can we short next? Which is basically what they said. Remember when they tried to target Nikola? Yeah, they are idiots. There is a reason they both are being sued. Oh, well, there you go. Huh. That's interesting. It's almost like, sabotage, like underground sabotaging and shit.
I'm gonna end the stream. So whoever's listening, thank you. We've been on for an hour. I've been on for an hour and 22, so I'm gonna end it, and tomorrow I'll start it up again. It's obviously never gonna be this long again. Say good night.
Wait, what were you saying?
Say good night to all the streamers.
Oh, dude, nobody's fucking watching us, dude.
You'll see.
Oh boy.